So, what did he say? Is it cancer? How long do I have? A year? Oh my God, so much to do. Unless it's 6 months. 6 months. My business will fall apart in 6 months. I'm gonna have to teach you how to order inventory. Wait, what is this? Only 2 weeks? 2 weeks to live? I'm gonna miss Lenny's bar mitzvah.
Oh, just be quiet and sit down, for God's sake.
What did they say?
Nothing yet. You haven't even been examined, for crying out loud. They said, fill out these papers. We need to register. Okay, take off your pants and put on this gown. The nurse will bring us from here to go in.
Did you tell them I had this enormous growth? I'm dying of cancer and they want me to fill out papers?
You haven't been to the doctor in 5 years. They need a history.
I have a huge tumor, maybe 2 months to live, and they want me to fill out papers. How am I going to fill them up when I don't have my glasses?
You talk about this tumor, but you never tell me where it is.
It's in a private place. We don't talk about such things.
Give me the papers and I'll read you the questions. All right. Age 65, height 6 feet, weight 245. Okay, here. Have you had any of these diseases? Diabetes, hepatitis, abnormal bleeding?
I kept myself shaving on Tuesday, and I finally had to use the styptic pencil.
And that was a well-kept secret. All right. Any heart disease or chest pain?
Only the heartache that you give me.
What did I give you? You think I was born with this pacemaker? Okay. Are you having cancer, smoke, or do you have liver disease?
Hey, I'm a businessman. I ain't got no time for no liver disease.
Okay, I'll take that as a no. All right, section B, quality of life. Can you shop by yourself?
Can I what?
Shop by yourself.
A doctor wants to know this? I bought my dental floss yesterday, didn't I? Stupid question.
Oh, so you bought dental floss. Did you all by yourself? Really now? What color?
Blue.
They were green and I bought them. You bought the blue lollipop and forgot to pay for it.
Minor oversight.
All right, let's finish this up. Can you dress yourself without assistance?
No, I have a chambermaid that puts on my socks. Are we in the right place? Let's get out of here. This is nuts.
Well, that chambermaid also picks them up off the floor, puts them in the hamper, washes them, matches them together, darns them, puts them back into your dresser. To continue. Can you do housework by yourself? Wait, I know the answer to this one. What in the world is housework? All right, section C. The next question is about your hearing. Do you often ask people to repeat themselves? Hello?
What did you say?
I'm not gonna say yes. All right. Do you feel as though people are mumbling or not speaking clearly?
Can you speak a little louder, please?
Another check for the yes column.
Are these necessary questions?
These are all required Medicare questions. Okay, final section D. Oh my God. Sexual well-being. Maybe we should just skip this section.
What section?
Sexual well-being.
Medicaid wants to know this? Who talks about such things?
First question. Can you be aroused?
Of course. My alarm wakes me up every morning at 6 a.m. You know I have to catch another 5 bus at 7:30.
And then come through. Okay, I knew you'd answer like that. They made sexually aroused, you idiots.
What the hell do I know? I've been out of commission for a while. Besides, what the hell does that have to do with my tumor?
All right, you're hopeless. Let's move along here since I don't even know where this tumor is. All right. How often do you have sex with your partner?
Oh, la 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 la. Sex with my partner, Sidney Goldberg? This is some sick doctor. I should ask him how often he has sex with his partner, Dr. Lipschitz.
Not your business partner, you dope. Your life partner, your wife.
Why do they call it that then? This one I can answer though. Almost never. Not since last summer, 8 months ago.
You mean August 1st?
You remember?
Of course.
Specific day?
You know damn well what day and why.
What day and why? You've got to be kidding. Last summer you turned to an iceberg and that was it. They say Jewish women go freaking, so I figured that was it.
So never you, guy. I turned into an iceberg, huh?
Yes, just like that. Boom, the switch was off. You used to rub my bald head anytime you wanted to get romantic with me. Since last summer, not one finger on my head. You sleep with your back to me. You so far over the other side of the bed, we could fit a camel in between us.
In a spare bedroom, I mean, there, you old fool.
An old fool who gets up at 7 a.m. to go to work and sweats it out to 6 p.m. so I can keep your house warm, food in your belly, shoes on your feet. And for this, I'm an old fool.
You just don't get it, do you?
Oh, this is going to be one of those schmaltzy tearjerkers like you see on TV? Oh, Prince Valiant, you used to give me riches, a golden coach, a castle, and a team of white horses, but now you don't tickle my neck anymore. There's for me to talk. Is that it? You've gotten so needy that you stopped being my wife?
That's what you think, huh? You dare to think that I am that shallow? That I would pick an issue so trivial? That I would take a stand after 40 years of marriage after some childish whims and silly fairy tale fantasy?
Seems that way to me. You've gotten bossy as hell and indifferent to anything I bring up. All you want to do is give orders. Harvey, do this, Harvey, do that. I've had it.
Mr. Mushnick, you can begin removing your jacket, hat, and pants in preparation for your exam. We will call you into the examination room in a minute.
Give me your hat.
Oh, here we go. Take my hat.
Take off your jacket.
Okay, boss. Here's my jacket. And while you're at it, take my pants, please. That's what you want to do, don't you? Wear the pants in the family?
You push me too far, Harvey.
You hear me giving you orders? This is all you, Miss Bossy Pants.
Come on. Okay, Mr. Perfect. You have nothing to do with all this. You want to know what I found out about you?
Oh, really? About me? After 40 years of knowing me, there's something new about me. This better be good.
Does the name Mary Rose Fishman ring a bell?
Mary Rose Fishman?
Do you know her?
Sort of.
And Gilda Katz?
Casually.
And Millie Golden and Jenny Plotkin, and half a dozen other women?
Just friends, just friends.
And you have dates with all these women prior to last August?
No, they're not dates. This isn't what it seems.
Oh, it's never what it seems. It's usually worse. I'll bet you throw some anguished sob story about being deprived at home, getting no respect, being underappreciated. Oh, yes. I tried to be such a good husband, but the spark has gone out of our marriage. I need someone who can understand me, who can comfort me, a soulmate. What a sucker I was. I gave you every last bit of my soul until last August, and then I saw it. That stupid website of yours, Match.com. Oh, who would have thought a 65-year-old guy with 3 grown kids would slip off into some sordid affair on a Match.com? Yes, of course I stopped rubbing your head. Of course I slept as far away from you as I could. And believe me, I don't want your dear pants that somebody else is toyed with.
I never meant for this to happen. You weren't supposed to find out about this.
You mean you never meant to get caught?
That's true, but that's because I didn't want to hurt anyone.
You man has such a warped sense of honor. Is there a class you take that teaches you how to cover up an affair? That's what you plot at the bowling alley every Tuesday night. You put on a noble air of not wanting to offend someone, but in reality, all you want to do is cheat and not get caught. Men stink!
Cheat? Who said anything about cheat?
Oh, I bet you have another word for it now that makes it sound all right. What do you call dating other women behind your wife's back?
Believe me, this was very hard on me.
Oh my God! I don't believe this. Is this the game called trying the tables? Making me feel guilty and sorry for the hardship you went through to satisfy your pent-up urges with other women? What chapter is that in the How to Get Away with Cheating book? I don't even know what I'm doing here with you at the doctor's. You should be with one of your bimbos.
I know. It was a mistake.
Just a mistake? What kind of a fool do you think I am? Where was I now when you were blowing in some other woman's ear? Home, washing your underwear and folding your socks, maybe cooking a chicken. I wanted to pretend it was a mistake, but week after week, all summer, one woman after another, until finally you write on August 1st, Mary Rose, this is the one. And then you mail it to your partner, Sid. I wanted to throw myself off a bridge, jump in front of a bus, anything. It was too painful. Write to your partner about a love conquest. You sick of me?
I'm an idiot. You deserve better, but please, let me try to explain.
Oh, this should really be good.
You know how every day around noon, you would come to the shop, bring me a beautiful sandwich, a nice little pickle, a little potato salad, sometimes even a knish?
Well, now you can stick that pickle in your knish.
Understood, but I continue. My old bachelor partner, Sid, would sit in the corner and watch as you would take out a napkin and tuck it in my shirt before you laid out my lunch. Day after day, he will watch you go through this ritual.
Dutiful wife. And for this, I'm thrown aside for some hotty-totty who wouldn't know a dill pickle from a gherkin.
Then one day, I see Sid sitting in the corner crying after you left.
Say crying? Oh, you mean like I've been doing these past 6 months?
It was something you said and did.
Something I said or did?
It was something you always said and something you always did.
You're trying to put me through some kind of guilt trip. It won't work.
Each day he would say I loved you and that you cared.
Well, I did then. That should make him cry?
I was stunned and asked him what the problem was. Was there anything I could do? With his eyes red and his cheeks soaking wet, he said, Harvey, I want what you have. And I was stunned. I said, sure, you can take half my sandwich, a nice corned beef on rye. And he says, no. So I said, you want my pickle? Ida always picks up nice juicy ones. He says, no, I don't want your pickle either. So then I says, my knish. He says, don't be a fool. I don't want your knish. I
what? Spit it out.
With the tears falling down his cheeks, he shouts out, Ina! I want Ina!
Ina? You want it me?
That's what I said. You want my wife? And he says, don't be a fool. I don't want your wife. I want a woman to care for me like you have. I want a woman to love me like you have. I want to take care of a woman because, to be honest with you, I'm scared of dying alone. And at age 62, there's no one out there for me. I go home to an empty apartment and stare at the walls. I take out a can of food and I don't even look at the label. I pour it into a pan. Sometimes I forget to put on the flame. I dream of a woman walking through the door of my apartment, sitting next to me on the couch. We would hold hands and laugh about the silly things that happened that day. I want someone to rub my head like Ina does for you before you go home for lunch. Is that asking too much, Harvey? Is it? Don't I deserve to love and to be loved too?
That's why I felt these past 6 months, especially the dying alone part.
I asked him, could I do anything? And he says, no, it's something that he had to live with as long as he could, and then, who knows?
What does he mean, who knows? I mean, that doesn't sound good. You don't think he'd do something much in despair, like hurt himself?
I looked into his open lunch pail and saw a bottle of sedative pills. I can only imagine when he would use them. So I started searching in my brain for eligible women his age, but I never even looked at another one.
Oh, really now?
But then I remember your cousin Rachel, who used Match.com and found Morris Vanderbaum.
That was a nice catch. The man is a loyal with a busy practice. And such nice hair, too.
Anyway, I mentioned it to Sid, and he said he wanted nothing to do with it. He said it would be like the gold rush days when you would mail order a bride, and she would stay with you even though she couldn't stand you. He said, what if somebody finds out? I'd be a laughingstock. A man who can't find a woman on his own? Such a loser, he said.
It's not really a mail order bride thing, is it? I mean, it doesn't work like that, does it?
No, not that I could figure out anyway. You match up each other's age and interests, you send each other a picture, and then you set up a date for coffee and you take it from there.
So you decide to try it for yourself, too, huh?
So then it gets weird. Sid started shaking at the idea of making the initial contact and going it alone. He started convulsing at the idea of asking a girl out. So he asked me if I would make the initial contact and meet the girl first. And I said, are you crazy? What if Ina finds out?
Yes, when Ina finds out.
He said, you're right. How foolish of me. Let's forget the whole thing. So depressed as hell, he went back to the corner of the shop, opened up his lunch pail, and started fondling that bottle of pills.
Don't tell me what for the pills. The guy was going to kill himself? Harvey, you must help him. Do what you must. Oh my God, what am I suggesting?
I hollered over to him. They said I would do it, but it had to be a secret from everyone. And then he whimpered quietly and asked me, do you think there's anyone out there like Ina? I said, I would settle for nothing less. Well, maybe a little less. And then I started searching for someone like you. Attractive, caring, a great sense of humor, a love of music, food, family, and Jewish.
So you started setting up dates with women to interview. But did you have to meet with so many women?
It was so hard finding someone like you. I would meet women for coffee and report back to Sid. But it had to be someone who was interested in what Sid had to offer, kind and gentleman that he is. And then I met the almost ugly you, Mary Rose. And I set her up with Sid. She wasn't all that pretty, but she was a great cook, and Sid was okay with that. So I set her up with Sid, and Sid sent her up his picture and hers to Sid. I felt like Sereno de Bergerac filling in for another guy. Do you remember when Jose Ferrer played him on TV?
So Mary Rose. That's who he's been keeping company with these past 6 months.
Exactly. The two of them have been
Mr. Mushnick, the doctor will see you now, so please come into the examining room.
I've been like little kids ever since.
Oh my God, Harvey, I almost forgot why we were here. I feel so terrible about this whole misunderstanding, especially now when we need each other so much. I don't know what I would do if this tumor is spread or wherever it is. Just know that I love you no matter what happens.
We'll work our way through this and enjoy whatever time we have left. And know that I love you too. Oh God!
Oh my God, Harvey, what did they say? How long is it? Is it a tumor? How long do we have? Oh, okay, Harvey, I can't understand you, please. For God's sake, Harvey, spit it out. What kind of tumor is it?
It's a hemorrhoid.
A what?
A hemorrhoid, damn it, you heard me, a hemorrhoid.
A hemorrhoid tumor?
No, just a hemorrhoid, but a very large one. It could have fooled anyone into thinking it was a tumor.
Oh my God, why didn't you tell me where the tumor was before? I would have told you what it was.
We don't talk about such private things. Besides, what would a woman know about hemorrhoids?
Harvey, how many kids do we have?
It's a trick question? 3, of course.
That's how many times I've had hemorrhoid problems. When you push that baby out, those little hemorrhoid buggers pop out too.
So why did you tell me about them?
Oh, we don't talk about such private things. Besides, what does a man know about hemorrhoids?
Honey, go out and warm the car, and I'll be out there in a minute.
Don't get too long. You got some catching up to do at home.
Ah. Ah, yes. Nurse, can you hear me in there?
Yes, Mr. Mushnick.
I'd like to make a correction on that medical form that I turned in.
And what correction is that, Mr. Mushnick?
You know, in the question that asked, when was the last time I had intimate relations with my partner?
Yes, I see you wrote in 6 months ago on August 1st.
Can you do me a favor, nurse?
I believe so, Mr. Mushnick.
Can you cross out August 1st and put in today's date?
Yes, Mr. Mushnick.
Thank you, nurse.
Oh, and Mr. Mushnick,
Yes, nurse.
can you do me a favor?
Of course, nurse.
Take your pants, please.
Oi! This is Mushnick. I'm right behind you. Don't start without me.